So with the new update, we've got a bunch of problems, bugs, but I want to bring y'all basically the proficiency and efficiency system, how to best use it and how to optimize your stuff as fast as possible, and what I've found so far. You know, if this ever changes or I find something else differently, I'll update y'all and put out a new video. So we're going to talk about the proficiency efficiency system and how it works. Now, I have a catharsis mask. As I told y'all, if you had an exotic cache in your stash, you could open it up and you'd have a brand new chance at using these. Some people are saying that it works on any of them, but just to be on a safe side, I did it my way, and very third one I opened in my video, boom, catharsis mask. So, as you can see, we have Liberty. I'm still trying to see if the pistol build is going to be good or valuable, so I decided to max this one out first, as much as I could. But as you can see, we have threes all over the place. Now, how did I get this? Well, the efficiency system. As you can see, we have tons of stuff here. And I do mean tons of stuff. Now, each one of these right here, the weapons, I would suggest just donating weapons, or use the ones that you plan on actually using and donating the rest to max those out. Now, as for all these other pieces like named and exotic gear, you know, like the catharsis mask or coyote's mask, if you're going to use those, that'll help it out. But because you're only using one of those, you can't use multiple of them. If you donate to these when you get an exotic, it's going to help it out even more. Same with the contractor gloves, donating contractor gloves to it, things of that nature, going to help it out. Using them is honestly the best. So you have tons of different gloves, weapons, exotics, things of that nature. So it makes it looks really robust, you know, like all these that we have. And you can see we got 1 to level 1. I only donated 2 of these to here, and it's already a level 1. So that's how fast it can jump up. Now, not always is it going to jump up that fast, but as you can see, we have like these exotics right here. So I'm going to show y'all that these exotics that I don't need, I'm going to donate these and how fast it'll jump up. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this way is because there's another way out there currently right now. I hope the devs don't patch this. I hope this is how it's supposed to work. But if you were to put 6 pieces of that gear, so let's say you have pieces of Seska you want to max out. Put 6 pieces of gear, mask, backpack, chest piece, holster, glove, knee pad, all Seska. And if you do that, it's going to max out each one of those. So as you can see, just like this one right here, not just doing it that way, if I were to donate this piece to it, boom, we have half a step up. That's how fast it is. So the more of those ones, which are only 1 pieces, like the named ones and the exotic ones, because they're a little bit harder and they only have 1 piece that you can use, you would donate to this one. Now, you can't donate your exotic components that you've probably deconstructed and stuff like that. So it's best just to donate what you have. But again, if you want to max out, let's say you want to max out Heartbreaker, because Heartbreaker's the new build everybody's trying to do. Put on 6-piece Heartbreaker, mask, backpack, chest piece, gloves, holster, knee pad, and each piece, as you level each piece up, will max out, and because you're using it 6, it does it times 6. So as you can see, we maxed out a tardigrade right here with 1 level by donating 2. It's that simple. It's not that hard to understand. Now, the other trick is, as you can see, these are like level 0s. Some of them I have, like, you've probably seen them through the video as I'm talking. They were like level 10, level 8, level 5. Once they get to level 10, the proficiency will be maxed out. When it's maxed out, your expertise level on the left, as you see where that number 3 is on the side, that is going to be how high you can take it. So let's say you have proficiency level 10 and your expertise level is level 5. You can expertise that piece up to level 5, but you cannot go any higher. Once you reach that set of level 10, it should jump up to like 11 and 20 and so on. Then you'll have to proficiency and expertise back out again. That's what's supposedly going on right now. So what I suggest is for like your skills, like me, I have my bulwark shield here. You have to use said skills. Just having them on doesn't give it as much XP to the proficiency versus actually using them. So if you're going to use a bulwark, or you're going to use a shield, or you're going to use a pulse, or you're going to use a drone, or whatever, you need to make sure it stays out for as long as possible. Okay? That you're using it on a constant. You don't even take it down. You don't even drop it or nothing. So same with like this chest piece, Grupo, Seska. As you can see, we have backpacks, we have chest pieces, we have masks. So when I proficiency, say a Seska backpack, because I'm using this one, it's proficiencying everything. If I have a Seska mask, a backpack, a chest piece, a holster, a knee pad, whatever, it's going to proficiency all Seska, every single one of them. But if I want to expertise it, like you just saw, it's only going to expertise that one piece. So make sure your piece is exactly how you want it. Okay? Before you go expertising or whatever, anything of these, make sure it is exactly how you want it, because that does not transfer to each piece. The proficiency does to each and every piece that you have of that brand set. So, recap real quick. If you want to get maxed out Grupo pieces for proficiency, put 6 pieces of it on. You want to max out, say, Negotiator's Dilemma. You want to max out that. Put 6 pieces on. Because whatever you do will do it times 6. So, real short and simple, that's how it's working right now. And you see I only got 1 DNH, so I need to put more DNH, then I go find some more. Boom. But right now, I can get this up to level 3. So I'll just let y'all watch a little bit more of the video, and then I'll explain the rest later. Now, as you can see, I've got yaw gear. I'm expertising one of each on these because I'm testing out a build, which is a 3-piece yawl. So because of that right there, I'm making sure that I'm expertising each piece as I use them. And that's the 3 that I'm using, so those are the ones I'm expertising. So yeah, make sure you're expertising or whatever the right pieces. Now, here's another catch. Another piece that I found out. With your proficiencies, go ahead and do these, all of these, as fast as possible. Now, you only have 1, so use your watch, okay, whatever watch points you have on these. Here is why. Is because while these are going, as you can see, we have a total damage right now of 420.8. This has actually jumped up quite a bit because I've gone up a few levels. But we need a few more items to max this out. So, I didn't have enough watch points on one part, and I'm just trying to do this before I went to bed. So I'm going to buy up a few pistols, because all I need is the pistol pieces. Or at least weapon pieces, I should say. Any weapon. I'm buying the pistols because they're the cheapest thing right now. So I scrap these, and when I scrap these, yes, I'll scrap these. I've got all this stuff that just came to me, but we're trying to get the pistol receiver parts. Now, you may not have seen it, so I may have to do it again. We'll find out in a second. And yes, I'm still short. So you can see I'm red on that. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to buy like 1 or 2 more, because I really only need 1, but I'm going to buy 2 more just in case. So I'm going to buy these 2. They're cheap. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to scrap them. I'm going to get the parts I need, the receiver components, 46, that's enough. I'm going to walk right over here, and I'm going to expertise this. And as you can see, again, we're at 420.8. Now, I don't know why, but when I did it one time, it went down, and then I did it again, and it went back up. We'll see if it changes or not. And you see we're about to get some more weapon damage. So we just did it, and we should be sitting, I don't know why, if it's glitched or not, but we were at level 2, and it's supposedly still at level 2, but it says it's supposed to be level 3 right here, which I don't get. I don't know if it's bugged or not. Maybe the devs will find out, but let's check it out. And you see, yes, it still says level 3, but as you saw, as I were to expertise it, it should have already been like the level 3. And look, it went down when it should have went up. But yes, this would have given us more weapon damage, even though it's at level 3. And I don't know why it's doing that. So hopefully the devs can see this. And again, that's what I was meaning, like there's some bugs in here. Because look, it just said level 3, now it's at level 2. See, gear level 2. So I've already done this 3 times, and for some reason it goes up and down, up and down. So, but you want to get those out of the way, because that's another way to get weapon damage out of your builds. Weapon damage is on the weapons. As you can see right here, we have weapon damage for whatever weapons you're using. Armor is going to be on what your gear is. So everything of gear will have armor. Every one of your weapons will have weapon damage. So potentially, if this goes to level 25 like they said, or level 20, we're talking 20 to 25 more in weapon damage on each, 20 to 25 in armor on each piece. So that's potentially for whatever weapon you're using. If you're just using one weapon, you know, we're talking 20% more weapon damage, but we're talking 120% more armor on every single build. People are going to be super tanky. So you need to be super tanky yourself so you can survive. So pick your pieces. Like I said, the Gruppos. Put 6 pieces of Gruppo, chest piece, holster, knee pads, gloves, all that if you want to max these out fastest. So as you can see, the ones you want to do, Walker, Sokolov, DNH, Badger, okay, Fenris. You want to do all of those that work for your weapon. Yalgear, because that's the pulse resistance and stuff. Do not do Overlord, and do not do Petrov. The reason I say that is because there's only 2 pieces that mostly everybody uses, and that's these. The contractor gloves are here. They are not in Petrov, okay? So if you want to optimize these or expertise these, they're right here. They do not help anything for Petrov. The Petrov stuff would be like the Vendemite chest. The Fox's prayers are right here. So do not come down here and proficiency anything here unless you have gear that you just want to do, like a second piece of Overlord, a second piece of Petrov, like down here. If you want to max those out, that's different. But the gloves and the holster, or the gloves and the knee pads, are up top. So do not waste your time trying to use your watch points or anything on those. Just do it for the name brands. Do it for the Seska, the Gruppo, for the people who want to play with weapons. For players that want to use skills, do your Empress, do your Hannah Yu, do your China Light, do your Wyvern, things of that nature, okay? Make sure you work for the things of the builds that you want. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to try to showcase some of this stuff, my builds and where they may have changed and stuff. But again, like for my future right here, I have a 4-piece on. It jumped up extremely fast, extremely high, and I wondered how and why it did that. And then I went and looked at my Heartbreaker. I had 4 pieces on as well, and I maxed that out. So when I tell you to put not just 4 pieces, put 6 pieces on, you will max out that stuff in a heartbeat. Like just a few missions and everything will be maxed out. Even though you may not like the gear, it may not be worth it, it may not help you, just put it the heck on and run it. Okay? Just run it. Period. Okay? So all my builds that you have on some of those videos, before in the builds you've probably made, like negotiators or heartbreakers or whatever, when I show the case this one, put on 6 pieces or even just put on 4 pieces and run it, because it's going to give you the max proficiency the fastest. Okay, so I hope that's kind of understandable. But right now I'm testing out heartbreakers with crit chance, and I'm seeing great results. So find heartbreakers with crit chance so you can roll the armor off and put weapon damage. Okay, that's the only advice I'm going to give y'all, because the crit chance and hitting the headshots really helps it out. So whatever you do, don't touch your weapons. There's too many weapons, way too many. So doing 2 weapons of the same thing is going to be hard. So just donate. If you want to max out anything, max out your Kingbreaker, max out a Police M4. Okay. Maybe a Fenris or FAMAS if you want to. But if you get the blue screen, max this thing out. Okay. That should be one you need to max out. The Dare as well. The Dare is a stupidly strong LMG for heartbreakers. It is stupidly strong. So max this thing out as fast as possible. You get it at level 30.